Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Conditional. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to The Sims 2 University Life Raven story. This is the last season. This is the last episode of the season, rather. Man, we just gonna get up into we gonna play. We gonna get into some shenanigans. We gonna talk about some things, and we gonna get it. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being patient for the wait. I know it's been a year, but I'm back and I'm better. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we start this story with Raevn going out on a date. So she's been thinking about, what's his name? I don't know his name. We're gonna call him Garrett for short. Okay, that's just what we're gonna call him. So I know the last time you guys seen her was on a date with Shannon. She's dating both. You know, in college you should date both. Don't date one, especially if you're not exclusive. Pro tip: you should just date whomever. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have another dance break. You're gonna see plenty of dances throughout this, okay? Plenty of dances. I think we should go to like a park, public space or something, because these night towns are so whack. Did you guys notice that, like on The Sims 2, how the clubs and the nightlife, they weren't as popping as like The Sims 1? Am I tripping on that? I don't think I'm tripping, because you could about Tommy's bag, all kind of things. So we're gonna cut, and I'm gonna see you when we get to the park. Alright, so you guys, we made it to the park, and we're just gonna try to have just a nice little chill, kick back type of session. Try to get to know this man that we call, we're just gonna call him Garrett again, okay? So, I like what she's wearing. I think pink is her color. I think it's great. So I'm gonna say okay and a lot. A lot. So while they're having a date and they're getting to know each other, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think are the first date's do's and don'ts. So I have 5 do's, 5 don'ts. So let's get right into it. So I believe on the first date, one of the do's is be on time. I know we get late. I know things happen. You can't make it everywhere on time. Traffic. Maybe you had to do something before you left. All these things go into you being on time. So just prepare to be on time to the best of your ability. So the first don't is don't be disrespectful. If you want to make it to the second date, try not to piss him or her off, okay? You will not make it to the second date. The second do on a first date is to communicate. If you're, like I said, the first one is to be on time. So if you know that you're going to be late, communicate with that person, let them know. Because some people, they change their mind. Maybe you changed your mind. Maybe you don't want to come at all. Just communicate. It's nothing worse than being stood up, I feel like, when you could have just communicated in the first place and said, hey, I thought I wanted to go on this date with you, but I don't. It's nothing worse than wasting somebody's time. Don't play with their emotions. Just communicate that you don't want them. I feel like that's the hardest in today's society. Communicate that you don't want a person, and do it now. People get shot, for real. Okay, so the second don't is do not meet them anywhere that's not public. I know you'd like to think that you know this person forever because you guys been talking for a while, but you don't know this person. You don't. So to be safe, meet them in a public place, just like in Sims. You see, Raevn met this guy in public, and so should you. So the third do is to put effort into Ooh, he fell in love. Okay, Raven, girl, making him fall in love with you. Okay, so the third, like I said, the third do is put effort. I cannot stand going on a first date with someone and I can just tell that they did not put effort into me or into the date. I'll give you an example. I had a coworker of mine who was mentally regressed, and one of her first dates, so she doesn't know these things until, you know what I'm saying, until you explain it to her. But one of her first dates, and you might say, oh, this is not a bad date, but this is a grown woman, okay? This is the date that she told me is, I feel like it's a date that you would take maybe a teenager on, or maybe if you've known a person for a while, you would do that. So let me get to the point. So the date itself, it was, oh, we got a slice of pizza at Oz, because you know Oz is really good in Atlanta. Oh, Raven fell in love too. Oh, hold up, Raven. But the first date was at Oz Pizza. I love Oz Pizza. If you're not from Atlanta, you missing out. Or if you don't have Oz Pizza, it's really delicious. So if you come here, please try it. Plug. Anyway, so they had a slice of pizza and then they walked around the belt, and she said they talked. Some of y'all would not say that, oh, that's not bad, or I don't know what you mean. No, that's whack. When it's your first date, I'm not saying that you should break your bank and just go all out. No, you should not. However, put some effort into it. This whole getting a slice of pizza and then walking around, I felt like that was a cheap date. And she, of course, didn't think nothing of it. But like I just explained to you, she is mentally regressed. And you should, and her mind is that of a 15, 16-year-old. Like I said, I feel like that's okay because you're low on money at 15 to 16. It's not like you have a whole bunch of money unless your parents are well off. Well, maybe some of you who are well off, maybe your parents don't give you money. I haven't seen that. But put some effort into the day. Okay? So the third don't is do not talk about past loves. Now is not your time to talk about who hurt you, why you're this way, why you won't give them a chance, or none of that stuff. This is a first date. Okay? Now is the time to talk about what you like, what's your hobbies, what are you doing for fun, what are you doing to improve yourself. Those are the times. It's not time to crap on anyone that you didn't make it with. I can't stand that. I think that's a whack game when people do that. My opinion. Moving on. So the fourth do is bring money. Okay? Don't assume that people will pay for you. And if they pay for you, hey, maybe they're nice. Hey, maybe they're not so nice. Maybe they want to pay for you now and you pay for something later. And I mean that in a way that's not money. Okay? Think about what I'm saying. Bring money. Do not assume that people want to pay for you. Man or woman, bring some money to pay for your own things. And if they are patting their wallets and stuff, eye them, man. Just casually excuse yourself and don't come back. Can't stand someone who doesn't bring money but you set a date. Are you crazy? And also the rule of thumb for this bring money, I've heard the rule of thumb is if you ask them out, you should pay. That is the rule of thumb somebody gave me. I'm telling you to bring your own money just in case. Okay? Number 4 on the don't list is do not look for other prospective dates while on your first date. I have actually had that happen to my family recently. Don't let it happen. If you are wondering, you should be on this date alone. That's how I personally feel about a first date. You shouldn't be looking. And it's okay to look, but some of you look at every butt that walk past you. That's not cool. Not at all. I feel like that's very disrespectful. Going into the first don't be disrespectful. Okay, so now we're winding down to the last 2 of the do and don't. And Raven and Garrett. Okay, I know his name showing up. I can't read that tiny print. David and Raven and Karen are slow dancing. Y'all ever slow dance at a park? Have y'all? No? Just me? I love it. I think it's intimate with no music playing. Like, you ever? It's so great. Just touches my whole lot. Okay. They had a great day. Okay. Alright. Getting back to the last two of the do's and don'ts of a first date. So, do be open-minded. Pay attention. You know, we're always wrapped into the physical aspect of a person, especially when we just meet them. Unless you wired differently, this is not for you. We're always wrapped into the outward appearance of a person, when we should be listening and paying attention to them and what they're saying. Okay? Be active. Be in the moment and listen. A person can tell you a lot just by you listening. Alright, dang, he just wants to get it on with Raven. Pause your brakes, boo. Alright, and last don't is do not look into your electronics. Don't do that. I hate a person who be on their phone the whole date. Are you crazy? Alright, you guys, so that is my do's and don'ts of the first date. Let's get into another section now that we ended this date. Right, so you guys, we have made it back from our date. It's like, I think Raven had just got back from class, whatever. She's gonna drink a little something like a Slim Fast. Do y'all remember Slim Fast? I think people still drink Slim Fast, right? Okay, so Raven's drinking her Slim Fast. We cut it tonight. She is still drinking her Slim Fast. After that, y'all know Raven loves to dance, so she's gonna dance. She going there. I think that Raven really wants to, like, get a makeover. But first, we're going to let her get at least into her junior year. And then we'll change her look. And we're going to change her outfit, too. Even though I like her outfit, I do think it's cute. Excuse me. We're still gonna change it up. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm burping. We're gonna change it up still. Because you got, in life, sometimes you gotta change it up. You gotta switch it up. You know. You gotta switch it up. Sorry if you hear my chair squeaking. Squeaking. I'm trying to get situated. It's the morning. I'm tired. But let's get it. Y'all ever had a dance break in your kitchen? That only happened once in school. I used to go to Clayton State, and it was a long time ago, y'all. I've been graduated for years now. But in Laker Hall, they only had one kitchen. So legitimately, if you wanted some cooked food, you had to go downstairs where they could see you. In your room alone, the only thing they had in there was a refrigerator to store your stuff, and a microwave, and a sink for you to wash dishes, and of course some cupboards so you could put your dishes away. That's what they had. That was it. And if you know anything about plastic and microwave, then you know it don't go together. So a lot of my dishes were plastic, so I ended up ruining them because I put them in the microwave. Didn't even understand that until I got good and grown and out of college. Crazy life stories. Seriously. We're gonna let Raven put away her Slim Fast, take a shower, and we're gonna let her go to bed too. She has a big day tomorrow. I really do think tomorrow that we're gonna go ahead and give her that makeover. Really do think that's what we gotta do. Excuse me, didn't mean to yawn on y'all. Like I said, your girl is tired, and I'm trying to get this thing on it. Okay, so I'm gonna let Raven take a shower, and then I'm gonna let her hop in the bed, and then I'll get right on with the video and more topics, because this is the season finale, baby. Period. I'm just playing, but I love saying period. Okay, ooh. I was about to say, okay, y'all. Raevn has some flowers, so we're gonna go and see who they're from. Girl, you got some secret admirers you ain't told me about, girl. Girl, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, they're from Corbin. Oh, okay, y'all. His name is Corbin. My bad. So Raevn is just getting back from class. Bam, and there she go. Whoop, whoop, in his junior year. In his junior year. In his junior year. So we are definitely going to do that makeover today. And it's saying that she can change aspirations, but I don't really want her to, because her aspiration is really tied to her job. Girl, we ain't changing no aspirations, girl, especially since we didn't build our whole college careers off of it. Girl, we ain't gonna do that, girl, because I realized if you change the aspiration, you change the wish. In The Sims 2. In The Sims 3, I believe you have to have like a reward. I play all the Sims, so I hope I'm not getting it wrong, but I believe that you can change the last time wish if you get an aspiration reward for it. Now, if you gain enough lifetime experience in The Sims 2, you're able to change it whenever you gain the lifetime experience. So college, or when you reach your lifetime aspiration, if you don't go to college, I believe those are the things that will do it. So we're gonna change some things around. So we're gonna say that she likes a hard worker and someone who's athletic, and that she hates stink. That's what we're gonna say. Right now I'm just going through all the aspirations for you guys. Not briefly, but like roughly. I hate yawning. So sorry. Hopefully I'll stop yawning soon. Like now, right? But we're not gonna change much out of that, because like I said, do not want the aspiration, live time wish to change. So Raevn, girl, how you feel, girl? Oh, okay, you want to call some friends? Girl, we can call your best friend. Well, she wants to make a best friend. I don't know his name, but we can call his name, girl. Are you going to the phone? The phone's ringing. Oh, okay. I was saying, are you going to the phone? But the phone's ringing. What? It's a crank call, girl. Hang up. Hang up, girl. I hate crank calls. Do you? Used to make them back in Texas a whole lot growing up, but now, not so much. I think we're gonna call our friend. Yeah. Just gonna talk to him. Do you guys always invite people over on The Sims 2? I always just talk to them. If I invite them over, it's because we have like low relationship, like maybe 50, like I'm in danger. So then I invite them over so I can build a strong relationship with them, hopefully, before, they leave and go back home again. Sims 2 life. So we're gonna let Raevn talk to her friend. Hopefully. Oh, never mind. It did. They became best friends. Yay. So we're gonna let her talk to him. And after that, we just gonna let her eat. Use the restroom. Do some homework or something. All that good stuff. What? Marry someone at the golden age. Girl, that's what you want to do. Alright, you guys, we got it after Raevn. She did a little thing. Now she's drinking her Slim Fizz, because this is how Raven swears that she stays in shape, is dancing and slim fasting. Her words, not mine. You ever heard somebody who says, I ain't laughing at you, but you ever heard someone that says, I've lost weight by just laying around the house and drinking slim fast? Lord. I'm sure you have, because slim fast is a liquid diet. But I'm sure you haven't lost enough, because moving around will help you. It will. Alright, you guys. So, I think I want to go out. So, we're gonna let Raven go pick out some new clothes. I'm gonna pick them out. Doesn't really matter where we go, because all of the clothing stores are the same. All of them are the same. But what we will do before she leaves, we're gonna change her hair and her makeup. I don't know what it is about this guy, Dusty. She likes him. I don't know, because every time she look at him, it'd be hard eyes. And I'd be like, girl, why? I don't know. Maybe she knows some things that I don't, because she really like him. I mean, she really like that one. I don't know why, but she just does. Alright, you guys. So, typically, it takes me a long time to pick and just find what I think is just the perfect hairstyle, perfect clothes. So, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this process, and then when I find what I think is the one, then I'll come back and we'll chat it up some more, and we could talk about a few more things in life, but in the Sims too, right? We could kind of make it correlate with one another. Walk with me. And also, just a heads up, our next topic will be how to reinvent yourself. I have just a few short, simple tips of how I am reinventing myself, and you guys are seeing that right now in real time. So I'm going to share with you my tips on how you reinvent yourself, so stay tuned and please keep it locked. Got some musical selections coming up for you guys too. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to put on the music for you guys, and I'll come back after we found the perfect hairstyle and the perfect clothes, baby, and we'll talk about how to reinvent yourself.
相遇在这个地方，发现了吗？在你面前我就会变得不一样，不能分享，我想占领你无比温柔的眼光。爱上了你，比想象更坚强，不需灰心，不怕受伤，就算下雨，也撑着雨伞去流浪，方向对准你出发。没有奢侈的梦想，有点霸道也无妨，你就是我信仰，牵你的手，借给我当翅膀，你一个吻我就能飞翔。渴望。的天堂。 爱上了你，比想象更坚强，不需灰心，不怕受伤。就算下雨，也撑着雨伞去流浪，方向对准你出发。没有奢侈的梦想，有点霸道也无妨，你就是我信仰。牵你的手，借给我当翅膀，你一个吻我就能飞翔，在任何地方，能和你一起到达，都是我渴望的天堂。像一颗躲避球，谁懂爱停在手里多久？学问道理教科书都有，恋爱上上签到底哪里求？如果有教授，我一定要努力修，丘比特呀，快为我加油！多想带着雷达到他梦里仔细调查，爱的真卡还有没有副卡？也想拿起扫把在他心里洗洗刷刷，不专心的念头呀都清楚啦。99次我爱他，少了眼皮会乱眨，要他能心电感应我的想法，每天念着他的名字一句不差。99次我爱他，少了头发会翻叉，要他的想念每天准时打卡，爱像冰淇淋在嘴里融化。如果有教授，我一定要努力修，丘比特呀，快为我加油！多想带着雷达到他梦里仔细调查，爱的真卡还有没有副卡？也想拿起扫把在他心里洗洗刷刷，不专心的念头都清楚啦。99次我爱他，少了眼皮会乱眨，要他能心电感应我的想法，每天念着他的名字一句不差。99次我爱他，少了头发会翻叉，要他的想念每天准时打卡，爱像冰淇淋在嘴里融化。
We're back. We have made it back. I hope you enjoyed those two selections from Taiwanese artists. I will leave the description down below. Support the music. I love those two ladies. I believe it's 3 ladies. It's 2 on the first song and it's 1 on the second song. As you can see, I do watch Taiwanese dramas. They are my favorite pastime. So please, if you haven't watched, what's it called? Fated to Love You, go watch it. Or if you haven't watched It Started With a Kiss, please go watch it. Thank me later. Those are really great Taiwanese series, and I really like it. So we need a dresser to hold Raven's new outfit. Do y'all like her hairstyle? I really thought I'm gonna call them pom-poms, really thought they were cute and so like Raven, and that is the look that we decided on. So right now I just want a cheap, something really cheap, because I'm not gonna keep it. I literally just want to change her clothes and then delete it again and get my money back. You ever did that? You ever buy something, you just want to use it for a little bit and go get your money back? That's ghetto, by the way, but you ever did it? I've never done it with clothes. Okay, so we're gonna go and change. Like I said, I really do think pink is her color. So this is the outfit that we decided on. I think it's, ooh, look at, check it. I think it's really nice. I think it's nice enough. We also decided on a different outerwear outfit that we're gonna change now. And while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and I want to delete this dresser, and I want to get, eventually I want to get Raven a big bed, but for now we're gonna let her make up the bed, use the restroom, all that good stuff. And we're gonna have to let Raven build up her skills for the semester so that she can have a successful semester. I'm gonna do all of that off camera, and we're gonna cut right to Raven talking with her friend. I'll see you guys real soon. Alright, so while I'm thinking about it, let's get into our next topic, which is how to reinvent yourself. So I wrote down just the 3 R's on how to reinvent yourself. So let's get into the first one. Yay. Okay, so the first R in reinventing yourself is to renew your mind. So I looked it up, and renew means to regain, refresh, to just renew your mind. So it's basically like you have a new mind that you are coming into, a fresh mind. You are replacing old thoughts with new ones that are better for your reinvention. Okay? The second tip on how to reinvent yourself, and going back to the first tip, I really do think reinventing yourself starts with your mind. I think that's one of the first components. Like, you can reinvent your look, no problem. You can do that, no problem. And you start, maybe you get a haircut. Maybe you start wearing light colored clothes. Maybe you were wearing dark colored before. But the renewal, the reinvention that I'm referring to is of your mind, body, and soul. The one that you want to, it's basically something you do when either you have a new job or you're starting something new for the first time. This is the reinvention that I'm talking about. You have to do this every so often. Everybody does. If you are not reinventing yourself, you are not growing. So, getting backtrack there, my bad. I'm going to do that a lot. Getting back, review your goals. So, in reinventing yourself, you have to review your goals and make sure that your goals are lining up with your reinventment. You can reinvent yourself and still have the same old goals. Trash them. Unless they're going along with your reinvention, trash them, get new ones. It's okay to look at your goals and to make sure that you are doing what you need to do. And the third and final tip, I know this is short, but while Raven is working on ourselves, we are working on ourselves, right? I'm trying to play game but educate a bit, because games are fun, but so is education. It can be, especially when you don't know something new, or you're trying to do something new and maybe you don't know where to start. So the third and final tip that I have is to reverse. Reverse what you want to accomplish. So you know how you rewind it. Reverse. And you know how you go back? You go back sometimes so that you can go forward. So a lot of things, sometimes you have to go back to square one when you're reinventing yourself. That's what it's about. You're going back to square one so that you can get to square 10. There's nothing wrong with starting over if you're planning to do the work. Start over if you're going to do the work. It's going to be so rewarding. So, again, I'll give you the 3 R's that I have to reinvent myself. And I'll say it again. 1, renew your mind. 2, review your goals. 3, reverse to see what it is you want to accomplish. And reverse it, and reverse it, and reverse it, and reverse it. Reverse it so that you can come back. Give it reverse so you can come back. And my last and final R is to remember. You remember the renewal of your mind. Remember the review of your goals. Remember the reverse. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you accomplishing in the right way? Because you can reverse and go the wrong way. So remember that. So, getting down, we're going to go right back into Raven's world where she's still working on herself. Raven's almost finished. Well, she got her, was it cleaning point? I can't read that itty bitty print right now. We're gonna let Raven eat. Cause she hungry. We're gonna let Raven eat. And then the next education tip is really a story time. Do you guys really want to do a story time? Why not? It's in the middle of the video. If you made it this far, thanks. Why not? Let's talk about some of my trifling college times. Are you ready? This is the story of how trifling I am. Okay, so this is the story of how I dated a player and tried to make him my boyfriend in college. So we're gonna change names because that's how we do. We're gonna call this guy Ben. Ben, I met Ben, which is really funny. I actually met Ben because I thought his brother was like kind of cute. So I met him through actually his brother, which is insane. But that's how I met him. I met Ben in college. I was actually walking to eat with my friend, my girlfriend at the time, and he smelled nice. He had very nice mannerisms and all kinds of things. Now, the thing about Ben, now I'm not saying that he wasn't upfront with us not being together, because he was. It was me who wasn't upfront. Sometimes us girls will think that just because we're doing everything for a guy, that he is ours, that he is our number one, whatever the case may be. Whoop de whoop whoop whoop. Wrong. Okay. Hey, just because you guys are talking or having sex doesn't mean anything if you guys have not already discussed the relationship prior. So just because you open your legs doesn't mean that he will or she will be yours. That's a totally separate conversation. I know you like to think that sex and love goes hand in hand, but in most people in our society today, it does not. So, if you know you're an emotional person, if you know that you get attached sexually, do not have sex until you are in a committed relationship or a marriage. Okay? Because let's not fret. You can be married and not be committed. So, be committed. Back to my story time. So, we was hanging out. We were talking. We had sex maybe a couple times. I was thinking that we were getting in a better space, but in a better space of being in a monogamous relationship. We weren't. We were just talking. We were just hanging out. We were friends. That's it. Having sex buddies is what they call them. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is how I knew something wasn't right. I was complacent with, I was accepting scraps. I was complacent with whatever. So I was wrong. I should have been upfront with myself, and I should have stuck to my guns. I was complacent with being his anytime girl. When we feel like it, we get together. You know what I mean? And then I go off and live my life. Then he would go off and live his. So, but then this happened. I remember sitting in Laker Hall, there's an RA desk. Okay? RA is residential advisor. Everyone had him. You lived in Laker Hall, you had an RA. And I was sitting with my friend at the time. He was never my RA, but he was so cool. I wish he was my RA, but he never was. But he was always a great friend. And I remember just sitting there, and I was just chatting with him. And I remember literally in walks Ben with another girl. And mind you, they're going to his room. I don't know this young lady. Maybe it could be his sister, but it wasn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. I got the feeling. That's why, okay? I just got the feeling that it wasn't. And I remember feeling this heat in my heart. And that heat, I feel like, was hell. I do. I really do feel like it was hell. Like, I don't know. It was, well, maybe it was anger, you know? You ever got so mad and literally you just could feel it rising inside of you? I believe that was going on with me. And I kid you not, I remember thinking, we're not together. But I was still bothered by it, you know? So I'll never forget, I had this guy who was also an acquaintance. He was a friend. We're going to call him Jackson. Jackson, we were just talking casually. And I think he was asking me who I date. And I told him Ben. He said, Ben? And I'll never forget this. He was like, why? He's a player. I was like, we're not monogamous. And then he stopped talking to me. And I know right then he thought I was stupid, because I was. But he was nice enough to he was nice enough to tell me, one, and he was nice enough to, two, not judge me, at least out loud. You need that in friendships sometimes. I don't care what anybody says. Sometimes you need a friend that will tell you the truth and not judge you because you didn't take their advice after. Because most people will tell you their advice, and when you come talk to them after, they'll be like, see, I told you. See, they'll say a lot of mean things that at the time you don't need to hear. Or maybe it might be tough love, depending. You know what I mean? But timing. You gotta remember timing. There is no right time, but there is a right way to do something, and you must always remember that. So eventually I wanted better. So we were on and off for a couple years. When we'd be on, we would be cool, we'd be chilling. When we'd be off, we'd be off. That's it. I couldn't get in touch with him. And because I'm pretty sure he could get in touch with me. See that there? You can always get in touch with me, but I can't get in touch with you. That's a problem. I wasn't listening to my voices. But that is my story. About the time I dated a player. It wasn't even like dating, was it? Because it was like a couple of dates. Yeah. Yeah, it was something like dating. We're going to let Raven go to sleep, and I'll be right back with our next topic. So, alright, Raven's, she's dancing again. Sorry, I have to pull my chair up. I stood up briefly. I don't know what it is about this guy, Dusty. Is it Rusty? I don't know what this guy's name is, and I just was looking at it. But she really does like Raven always goes to him and dances with him and says hi. Ooh, is that who I think it is? I was just about to get on the phone, which is really, really funny. Because Raven, she's bored. She wants to go out. I think we've gotten all our skills and stuff for the semester. Ooh. Corbin wants to go on another date. Yeah, so I definitely think we're going to go. We can show out Raven's new outfit. And we can go see Corbin, who she loves. You remember they fell in love with each other. They in love. So we're definitely gonna go on this date, and we're gonna go have a good time. Where do you guys think we should go? I think we should go. Maybe another first date where they can, not a first date, but a second date where they can chat and look at things, or so either shopping or like a park, another park. Wait, that's an art museum. Y'all ever been to an art museum? I have never been until my 28th birthday. The love of my life took me to an art museum. Cause I've never been to a museum, and I love history, right? And that's where they gather like history from all around the world, supposedly. Hopefully it's right history. You know how that go. We in America. But so we settled on the art museum. I think it's an okay date. Art museum, I don't know. It's not something I thought about until I got older. Like if a first date, or a guy, not a first date, but if a guy was to take me to an art museum in my early 20s, I might be okay with it, and I might not. I don't know. But truth be told, I didn't think of going to art museum until I was 28. And that was, I want to say that was after the fact, after I met an older gentleman. He was like, oh, you should really come to these events because, FYI, before COVID, art galleries, art museums would have like a singles night. Like you come, you get it. I think they would give you a free drink, or was the drink free? I don't remember. I think the entry was free. Yeah, pay for the drink, of course. But they would have like a singles night, and it would be like every Thursday, I think. If you know, let me know. But they would have a singles night, and every Thursday for the Grown and Sexy, you would get together, bring a girlfriend, whomever, and you would just go mingle with different kind of people. And it was just an opportunity that I have never even heard about until the older gentleman he said it. Never even heard about it until he mentioned it. So I think that nice little plug. I don't know how they're doing it since COVID. Everything's messed up because of COVID now. So I'm not sure how they're doing, how you're doing speed dating, how you're doing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are doing like virtual online dating. I'm pretty sure. Tell me how's that working out. I've been in a relationship for over 8 years, so I'm not looking to meet new people. I'm not in the dating world as far as meeting new people. I'm dating the same person over and over and over again. So for me, it's and we live together. So for me, it's different than how it is for people who are actively seeking other people and to become part of their lives. So we didn't finally got up here, back to the date. I don't even know what I was mentioning. I'm so sorry. But back to the date. So we've finally gotten up here after the little period outside. We're gonna look at some art. We're gonna get into some little things. She's over here rubbing him. Like, why y'all rubbing each other? Y'all nasty. She over here hugging him and squeezing him. She's like, baby, I missed you. Where have you been? Raevn is really digging Corbin. Do you guys think that Raevn should marry Corbin? I'm thinking. It seems like, well, she already wants to marry him, but I'm trying to determine if we should let her. Like, maybe she might find somebody else. Things happen like that where you think you're happy with one person, but you're not as happy as you could be with this other person who gets you. Things like that does happen. It be like that. Raevn, you just want to get it on with this man. So, I've told you before that Raevn is adopted. And I've told you before she has no family. And she really does want a family of her own. I think Raevn is ready to take it to the next level with Corbin. Like, oh, you've been talking to him for a while. Let's take it to the next level. Now, if you recall, when I'm talking about taking it to the next level, I am not talking about getting engaged. Because if you recall in Sims 2, once you kind of like fall in love, I feel like once you fall in love or you start crushing, I think they're like, oh, we're together now because I love you. Even though they don't. Now in Sims 4, they ask you, will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? They ask you that. In Sims 2, they're like, no, you're dating until married. Like, and that's how, honestly, if you realize, that is how most churches, most things look. Hey, man, you're dating. Oh, you're not anything until you're married. That's your friend. You know what I mean? Like my grandma, God rest her soul. I'll never forget. She'd be like, "That's your friend." My grandma would never say boyfriend. She would say boy toy. Rest in peace, grandma. I love you. But that's my grandma. She would be like, your little boy toy. And I'd be like, he's my boyfriend, grandma. And she'd be like, yo, boy toy. She was right. He was my boy toy. Because honestly, we didn't even last a whole semester. We only lasted a couple months, I would say. Yeah. Because the rest of the months, we was just playing. Period. And I put an exclamation point on it. If you hear that tapping, it's my pen. Told y'all, I'm writing and working. Writing and working. I'm doing the dang thing. I'm trying to today. It's important to try, you know? So, getting back to it. To that next level, I think Raevn's ready to woohoo for the first time. She's ready to do it. Do it. Do it. I do it. Do it. So I think after this date, we're gonna go and do a couple of things to make it two-person friendly. You know what I mean? Oh, and please comment below. Tell me what's your first date? What'd you do? Tell me if you did some of the do's and don'ts that I mentioned earlier. Please let me know. And even if you don't comment, thank you again for watching. We're gonna let Raevn finish out this date, y'all. And then afterwards, we're gonna make that room two-person friendly. So, Raevn's just having a good time with Corbin. They're obviously really digging each other. Which is I see every time I look on the what does he want to do and things like that. Always in the Sims 2, I always look at What's the other person want to do? Because that helps the meter go up. Sorry. It helps the meter go up. Helps you to gain more time on the date. So, Raven's just chatting it up. We gonna let her chat it up. Because the date is literally almost over. Better give me just sweet snitches. Snitches. I'm immature. I'm immature, don't mind me. Because I really am. And then I don't know what it is with them two, but they're always slow dancing with no music. Girl, this happened last day. Girl. Excuse me. Oh, he wants to come over, I think. I think that's what the phone and thing was. Corbin, what you want? You ain't getting nothing unless Raven say so. Ain't that right, girl? Right. Look at them. Oh my God. Do you guys remember when people... Another perfect date. I think we're gonna date Corbin for the rest of our college year. We'll see how it goes. What was I about to say? I forgot. I'm so sorry. It slipped my mind. Maybe it'll come back to me. Because I was gonna reiterate. Let's talk about before I start talking about Raven and Corbin. Ow. She's like, Corbin. Oh, I think she asked him to come over. She did. She did. Ooh. Okay, Corbin, you could come over, but you gonna have to wait outside while Raven freshens up and gets her room ready for her appointment with the boo. I ain't gonna say the other word. You already know what I'm saying. Shoot, you know what's so funny? I've been playing Sims 2 for years, and I still haven't realized that you could go back and ask them to come over to your house. I kind of don't know how to do it on Sims 4 just yet, and I've been playing this game for years. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. Alright. Our taxi really is here. We're gonna go back to the dorm rooms. I'm gonna take you guys back along with us, and we're gonna get this room ready for our woohoo appointment. Alright, we made it back. It's almost time for her final. Where's Corbin? Where you at? Corbin, where you at? Girl, wait a minute. I thought Corbin was coming too, girl. Did we just end the date? Maybe we ended the date. I don't know. I thought we asked him to come over. But maybe we just played it cool. Because sometimes play it cool. Right? So we're going to just take the time right now to get rid of this bed. I always, I know this might sound weird, but I always put the beds either on the outside or in the other rooms. Because because there's no space to have both beds, and you want both of them to get to the bed. I think I just want a nice, I don't want the cheapest double bed, because I want her to get a good night's sleep off of it. But I want a decently priced double bed. And this is just college. And it's not going to matter in a couple of years of what bed she has. Yeah. I guess we're just going to leave that bed out right there. Yeah, it's not like it's blocking the door. Excuse me. Makes me think of all the games I used to play with my nephew when he was a baby. And one of those, how, this is random, but one of those was, you know, when you put your hand in front of your mouth and fan it and make noises. He would always be like distracted by that. So that's one of the games we played when he'd be so busy. You know, babies, when they get to be when they start walking, they just want to be everywhere. They're little people. They have minds of their own. So right now we're just inviting Corbin over for the appointment since he didn't come like I thought he would. Good. He's coming. Good. Because I hate when you call and they be like, I don't. Most of them, when they say I don't feel like it right now, it's because you don't have high enough relationship or they don't like you enough. But 9 times out of 10 in Sims, if you have a high relationship or if they don't have something to do, then you're able to get them over before work, after work, sometimes during work, all that good stuff. And, ooh, Corbin made it. Hey, Corbin. So, what? Why is he in? You know what I hate about unlocking your door in Sims? People just go in your room, they sleep in your bed, and they just be in your room on the computer. They just be all up through your things. Just kind of like roommates. Have you ever... Oh my god, quick story time. Quick. While we trying to get Corbin in this bed. Have you ever roomed with someone and they literally, I don't know, like, how can I describe this? And literally they always use your things, but they didn't ask. Like, sometimes it's okay to use people's things and not have to ask. For example, if you have a TV in the living room and I come home and you're watching it, I don't mind. It's in the living room. That's something for us to share, right? But what I'm not gonna share is my food, my drink. Like, I don't want to share that unless we talk about it. Period. Why is he over here watching Raven and Corbin hug? Bruh. I think I called him over. What? Who are you and why are you in her bed? See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Roommates. Some roommates are just terrible effing roommates. They are. They just are. I have to shoo your butt out. Like, get out. What are you doing? Get out. Shoo. Shoo fly. Don't bother me. Shoo fly. Don't bother me. Do y'all remember that? My mama used to say that when I was younger. Shoot fly, don't bother me. And now I still say it. Crazy. Alright. So, we gonna chat it up with Corbin. We trying to get him in these bed. Momentarily, I forgot that you have to get in the bed, then ask him to join you. So, I was looking for that joining better. I don't know what I was doing. I was looking for a woohoo because Sims 2 you gotta get in the bed and then you can woohoo. And same thing with the jacuzzi. I feel like you gotta get in the jacuzzi and ask them to join them woohoo. It ain't like that. With Sims 4 you can click on the bed and just say try for a baby or woohoo. And what's Sims 3? Sims 3 you have to get them to a certain mood. So, and also I have those games to play. If you guys are interested, we can do a next series because as you know, baby, this is the finale for Raven's story. She's getting him all buttered and juicied up. Trying to get that love language going. That talk to me. Trying to get all that love in. Screaming. Raven, you laid it on thick, girl. Stupid dick. She is playing it all stupid thing. Okay, so I think now is the time for Raven to come relax on the bed, girl. Come, girl. She says it's that time. Oh, they made out. She's like, I'm ready to woohoo in the bed with Corbin right now. Right now. Right now. Okay. Corbin over here dancing. I think Corbin's older than Raven because when she does the school cheer, he just stares at her. If you notice any of the dates. Alright, Corbin, I'm gonna need you to come on. See, like I told y'all earlier, I forgot. I'm over here clicking on the bed. See, that's how you know I've been playing Sims 4 a lot. So she just ended up calling him over. Because I'm over here clicking on the bed thinking, oh, I can ask him to move. No. What? Okay. What's going on? He can't get over to the other side. Oh no, girl. What did I do, girl? But why not, though? Where did he go? Oh, okay, he's going. Where are you going? This is turning into a disaster. Disaster first time, Raven. Like everything else. Okay. So we're not gonna give up though. We're gonna keep trying to see if we can get him on this bed. We appreciate his support. Chat it up with him. Raven is buttering him up. I'm sorry if you hear my movement once again. Raven, girl, you've done enough buttering. Get his A in this bed. Get your A in this bed. Raven, go back down. Because Raven is getting tired. She's hungry. She just is like, are we going to do this? Wait, where did he go? Corbin, you where is he at? Bruh, I done lost Corbin. Corbin, where you at? Oh, Corbin. I'm sick of you, Corbin. I'm sick of you, Corbin. If you don't join Raven in his bed before I just say F it. Dang. Come on now, Corbin. Raven said it's time to get some hanky panky. Come on now, Corbin. I keep clicking the bed, Jesus. Corbin, you on the phone? You wanna go home? Dang. Who is he not like? I can't see that X. Finally. And it's turning night. Isn't that crazy how the light, as soon as he hit his butt hit the bed, the lights turn down low? Okay. So we don't cuddle and everything. We gonna get acquainted. Alright, we getting acquainted. Raven, we finally got this man on this bed, girl. Do your worst, girl. Get it over, get it done with, girl. You know. So we're gonna let them cuddle, make out, and then eventually get to the appointment of why you came here in the first place. Okay, what's going on? Corbin, I just got a bit closer. Okay, Corbin and Raven. Are y'all what? Corbin, where are you going? Corbin, get back in the bed. Ooh, Lord, I ain't never had to beg no man for appointment. What is going on? Raven, get your A back in bed, girl. And then you ask. I think Corbin's trying to leave. He said, it's time to go, girl. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't even know where Corbin is. I don't know where he went. I don't know none of that. I have to find him again. Oh. Got him. Girl, I had to cut it and just get to brass tacks. It was taking forever. And then a minus sign. It's taking forever to do exactly this. Finally! Get it, Raven. Get it, girl. Get it, Raven. Get it good. Get it, Raven. Alright, you guys. That is all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. And remember, it's not college unless you do homework in your underwear. You did. Until next time, take care.